Hey, I'm Ramon Antonio, 26 years old. I ride fixed gear bikes. Love them.
And why do you ride fixed gear?
I don't know, it's a beautiful feeling. You're one with the bike. I don't know, nothing that's ever beat it. It's a big feeling to sit with traffic, and jump around, get the whole bit.
And your bike is tricked out, I see. You got some nice thick tires on there.
Yeah, it's a fixed freestyle, fixed gear bike.
No brakes.
No brakes. No move. It stays stuck. Free wheel. You'll be able to pedal a couple times and stop pedaling and still be in motion. With this, you have to slow your momentum down and you can never stop pedaling until you stop moving.
I'm Dave Hersh, and 24, and I guess I ride fixed because when I first started doing it, it's definitely for the rush. Not being able to stop. I didn't know how to stop, and it's just all about adrenaline, man. Going through traffic, 40 miles an hour and not being able to stop right away. It's just such a feeling you don't get anywhere else. I love anything with two wheels.
Cool, man. And your bike is different. Is yours necessarily considered a trick bike here also?
No, this is a full-on track bike.
Full-on track bike?
Yeah.
Do you do tricks on this one?
No, I never have. I had another bike that I did tricks on for like a minute, but not this guy.
And
taking a look at all about going fast.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It's just all about going fast.
Okay.
That's it.
And I'm checking out your pedals here. Can you explain to me exactly what?
Yeah,
your pedals?
These guys, I have this little clip on the bottom of my shoes, and these they clip into the shoe. So instead of having straps, I find it a little bit easier to stop and skid.
Okay. I've never tried that. I should.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Yeah. What's your gear ratio set up for your bike?
This is a 48-15 right now, and it's pretty quick. It's all right for the city. That's why I got big thighs, I guess. It's a little bit strong for like riding down Market Street, but it's all right.
And your gear ratio is a lot smaller, obviously, right?
It's not actually too small. It's a 36, 14 right now. Pretty average for a fixed freestyle bike. Some people even go a lot smaller, both sizes, but in the end it averages out to a pretty average ride. If you go too small, then you're gonna pedal way too fast and not be able to trick around.
It makes it easier to skid too, right, when you have a smaller?
Yeah, smaller gear will be definitely easier to skid.
Alright, so you guys ever have any trouble with the police?
Not lately. The only trouble I've ever had was running red lights, and that's about it though.
Cool. And you?
Definitely running red lights and stop signs. They stopped me a few times. And definitely not having lights on my bike at night. They get really pissy about that for sure. Really pissy.
And you guys mentioned before, neither one of you had trouble with having no brakes?
No, correct? I got asked about it one time and then they just shrugged their shoulders and it drove off. I was worried the second they asked me though. I thought they were definitely going to give me a ticket.
How do you guys feel about the law that is in place right now?
I think that, if they decide to change it, go to where you have to have brakes, I think it's the rider's responsibility. The law that's in place right now, like, it's so both ways. You don't have to, you don't have to worry about it too much right now. I think if the rider wants to not have brakes, it's his choice.
And for you, how do you feel about the brake law?
So far, it's pretty accurate. If you don't have a fixed wheel, you should definitely have a brake. But even then, if you know how to stop right, you still don't need a brake. Riding BMX, brake around the city, I can still stop just as fast without a brake. You know, just like with everyone else that even has a brake on their bike, you know, it's still about skill, and you have to understand how everything works. And if you don't, obviously you're gonna crash, no matter what bike you're on.
How do you guys feel about? I interviewed a bike shop owner the other day, and he said that fixed gears have become more of fashion accessories rather than actual means of transportation, or as considered as like a sport, I guess.
Yeah, there's a very trending topic about fixed gears lately. Hence the name Fixies. Seems like the real trendy name for it. Seems like just the people getting into it. You know, everyone starts somewhere, and that's just kind of how it's been. You know, get into it for the lifestyle. You know, just having fun. Pretty much, you know, big colors, just kind of standing out. You know, it's kind of how a lot of people just get into it. You kind of slowly progress. And you know, I definitely had a bike that stood out, and it was all about like cool colors and whatnot. You know, just grew out of it. Just, you know, still rode though.
You know, now I kind of look at people and that are just starting out, and I think, you know, what the hell do they build, or you know, what are they riding? But I mean, they're having just as much fun as I did when I started. And my first bike was all about a fashion statement, man. It was like my clothes. It was just another piece of me. But that's why I built this, because I really started getting into the sport of it, and just like, you know, one end of fixed gear riding I just kind of became obsessed with, and there came this bike.